Whether it's chicken breast or rotisserie chicken, if your family is anything like mine, you usually have chicken on your meal plan for the week. In today's video, I wanted to share 4 ideas with you to kind of switch up the use for your chicken night. And I'm also going to share a garlic cheddar biscuit recipe in today's video. Make sure you stay tuned for that, and let's get into these chicken ideas. I've been seeing this one all over the internet as well, and it is Bang Bang chicken skewers. These things look amazing. Let's try them. All right, so for our Bang Bang chicken skewers, we're actually gonna start with that delicious Bang Bang sauce. Super easy to make. We're actually making this for lunch. It's a great option. So right here, I just have about half a cup of mayo. To that, we're gonna add some, this is Thai style sweet chili sauce. Maybe about 1/4 a cup to this. Of course, I'll have all the measurements we ended up using down below. We're also gonna add just a little bit of sriracha. I'm probably just gonna add maybe a tablespoon. Okay. And also we're gonna add about a tablespoon of honey as well. All right, let's give it a mix. I think I'm gonna add just a little bit more chili sauce to this. All right, next we're gonna work on our chicken. We have about 2 pounds of chicken breast. It's about 2 large breasts right here, just kind of chopped up into 1-inch cubes. We're gonna season it up. We have a little bit of olive oil, garlic powder. Is this smoked paprika?
No, just regular paprika. Just
regular paprika, and then some salt and pepper. Get everything nice and seasoned. You can mix around with your hands, grab a spoon, whatever you wanna do. Just get all that seasoning and that oil nice and coated all over your chicken pieces. Over here on the side, we just have a large bowl with some wooden skewers in there, just kind of soaking away to make sure they don't burn. We put them in the air fryer. So we have our chicken almost mixed up. We're just gonna start skewering up our chicken. While we're finishing up skewering up our chicken, let's go ahead and preheat our air fryer. We are doing 400 today for these. And by the way, if you happen to not have an air fryer, but these would be really delicious on the grill, or you can even bake these in the oven as well. All right, so we're actually gonna take our sauce and separate it because we're gonna add some to our chicken skewers while they're cooking, and then we wanna have some to put on when they come out. All right, next I'm just gonna go in our Bang Bang sauce and brush right on our chicken skewers. But like I said, for a quick little lunch, the air fryer, you cannot beat that. The air fryer is my best friend, especially at lunchtime. Flip them over, get some of that sauce on the other side as well. Air fryer is preheated to 400. I'm gonna give this just a little spray on the bottom so they don't stick. And then you just wanna place these in a single layer. I might not be able to fit all these at one time. You might can, depending on how big your air fryer is. But the good thing about doing these in batches, they only take 10 minutes. I'm gonna put these in here 400 for 5 minutes. Flip them over, another 5 minutes, and we'll see where we're at, as long as they're 165. All right, we're gonna flip our little skewers over. They already look so good. They smell delicious. I'm gonna do this, I guess, just really carefully. All right, 5 more minutes. All right, look how good these look. They are sizzling away. Oh my gosh, you could eat them just like that. Of course, we are not quite done. Let's get them transferred over here to a plate. Gosh, look at that, y'all. Ooh, them things look good. All right, lastly, as soon as they come out, they're nice and hot. I'm gonna brush them again. Doing pretty liberally with that sauce. Look how yummy. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to eat this. I told y'all we're having this for lunch, but we're actually having it for breakfast. Breakfast, lunch, snack, whatever. It is 9:30 in the morning, y'all. We're cooking it early because we have a busy day. And this is quick and easy. But y'all, fun fact about me, I always eat chicken and stuff for breakfast. I don't like breakfast food, so I just eat any kind of food for breakfast. All right, and if you have to do it in batches like we're doing, I would probably have another batch already going while I'm saucing these, but the air fryer is loud, so. All right, second batch is done. Let's get some sauce on there. So first of all, we're gonna cook up some angel hair pasta to go in here. This is a 16-ounce box. We're gonna cook about half of this, about 8 ounces. All right, we got our pasta in here starting to cook up. So let me know if you ever tried chicken spaghetti. I know the Pioneer Woman has a recipe that's really popular. Also, I wanted to tell y'all this recipe makes a perfect freezer meal, but you can make a whole batch of this, and then if you have a smaller family or if you're just feeding a couple people, you can half the recipe, put it in an aluminum pan, and then freeze it for another meal later. All right, right now I'm just gonna go ahead and put our drained angel hair pasta back into our pot, and we're just going to use this pot as our mixing bowl. All right, so we are using a rotisserie chicken for this as well, and we're going to need about 2 cups of the chicken. We already went ahead and pulled it and chopped it up. I have a lot more than 2 cups here, so I'm just going to add about 2 cups in. So we're going to add in 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. Next, we're adding in 1 cup of salsa. We're adding in 1 cup of sour cream. For our seasoning, we just have about 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning. I might add a little bit more. We're following, I think it's the Country Cook's recipe for this. I might add just a little bit more seasoning. And then this is 1 cup of Mexican blend cheese. We have another cup on the side we're gonna top it with. Let's just bring our packet back out. I'm not gonna add quite all of it, but just a little bit more. All right, now we're gonna stir this really, really well. We have our noodles on the bottom, our chicken. We wanna get everything nice and incorporated and evenly kind of stirred in there. A little spray just in case. All right, now let's bring over our chicken spaghetti. Let's get it transferred over. All right, here comes our 2nd cup of our Mexican blend cheese, and we're just gonna sprinkle it evenly all over top. And last but not least, we're gonna sprinkle with just a little bit of this lightly dried parsley, just to give it some color, since we got kind of, what's it called? Monochromatic recipe going on so far. Before we cover this up, I wanted to tell you it's going in the oven at 350, covered for just about 25 minutes till it's nice and warm and our cheese is bubbly. I think I say that about every casserole or anything with cheese on it, till it's warm and bubbly. Alrighty, y'all, our chicken spaghetti is done. All right, it smells delicious. All right, it is time to serve up our chicken spaghetti. This looks so good, even better than I remember. This looks so good. Pair this with some steamed veggies, a salad. This is a perfect, easy, cheesy weeknight meal. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and place, I have about 4 chicken breasts over here. Next, I'm going in with a can of cream of onion soup. We're also gonna add 1 can of the cream of chicken with herbs, but regular cream of chicken will be fine too. Next, we're just gonna add in 1 packet of the Italian dressing mix, and you can find this over by the ranch mix and all of that stuff. So we're just gonna need 1 little packet of that. Sprinkle that on. Next, we're just gonna add in 1 block of cream cheese. I just cubed it up a little bit just to kind of help it melt faster. All right, now I'm gonna try to stir this just a little bit just to kind of incorporate all that seasoning and those soups all over our chicken. And this is either gonna cook on low for about 6 hours until your chicken is done, but I'm gonna cook mine on high for about 3.5, 4 hours. All right, I'm gonna put it on high, 3.5 hours, and I'll check back in with y'all here in just a little bit. All right, we just got home. I thought we would give our chicken a little look. It's been cooking for about 2, maybe 2.5 hours on high. I'm gonna give everything a little stir, help that cream cheese along a little bit. We definitely need a little more time. I'm just gonna let it continue to go. Maybe another hour, hour and a half, we'll see on high. But it already looks good, it already smells really good. All right, I'm gonna put the lid back on and I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. I figured we would kind of kick it back old school tonight. I have my creamy Italian chicken going in the crock pot. Has just a little bit more time, but I thought I would show you just kind of the sides and everything that I'm fixing to go with it tonight. So I was thinking that I would fix pasta to go on with this chicken, but my family really likes rice with stuff like this, so I think I'm gonna do some rice instead. And then also, I've had this in my cabinet for a few weeks now. This is the Southern Biscuit Formula L Complete Biscuit Mix. I shared a recipe probably almost a year ago now for some Cheddar Bay Biscuits, my grandpa's Cheddar Bay Biscuits, using this mix. And I thought that just sounded so good. So let's get all that started. All right, so for these Cheddar Bay Biscuits, first of all, excuse the color. Every time I use this blue bowl, it like makes the whole color on the screen orange. I don't know why. Anyway, we're gonna need 3.5 cups of the Formula L biscuit mix. Now I'll try to show y'all, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but what's kind of unique about this biscuit mix is it has those little buttery, I think they're actually margarine flakes in there, but they add flavor. I just think that's pretty cool to add to those little biscuit layers. Now we're gonna add in 1/2 cup to 1 cup of sharp cheddar cheese. Not margarine, y'all, shortening flakes. All right, and usually I don't actually keep actual buttermilk, but I had some I bought for another recipe and didn't use it. But if you don't have buttermilk, I usually use just milk with a couple tablespoons of vinegar in it, let it sit, and you have buttermilk. I do that all the time. All right, but first let's go ahead and mix our biscuit mix with our cheese just to kind of incorporate everything. All right, and next we're gonna pour in our buttermilk. And these Cheddar Bay biscuits, because I already know some people are gonna say to try the Red Lobster ones, I think these are way better. So y'all have to try these and tell me what you think. Now we're gonna stir this together, but we're only gonna use as few strokes as possible until we get this biscuit mix mixed in with the buttermilk. I think we need just a touch more buttermilk, so I'm just gonna add that in. Barely give it another little stir, little mix, little fold. Oh yeah, that's much better. All right, so our biscuit dough is mixed up, easy as that. Next, I have my baking sheet lined with some parchment paper, and these are drop biscuits. So that just means we're gonna take a spoonful and drop it on our parchment paper. And these are gonna kind of get big and fluffy, so you do wanna leave them a little bit of room in between, a couple inches preferably. All right, I'm definitely gonna have to have another sheet pan, but I have my oven on 450 degrees, and these just take about 10 to 12 minutes until they start to get golden brown. And while they're in the oven, we're gonna make the most delicious garlic butter sauce to brush over them. So to a medium bowl, I have 4 tablespoons of butter. We're just gonna beat that together with 1 block of cream cheese. Ooh! Shoot your cream cheese across.
Can I have one?
It's literal butter.
I want one.
Oh my gosh, we have a live audience, like always.
I didn't get one.
Well, sorry, my beater only has 2 beaters.
I need a beater with 3.
Oh my gosh, why is that so good?
Okay. Next to our cream cheese mixture, I have about 4 cups of cooked and chopped chicken. I'm gonna dump that in. Next, the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of chopped onion. I have a little bit more than that, just because we like onion. The recipe just calls for salt and pepper. I figured I would just use some Auntie Nono's everything seasoning. It just has salt, pepper, garlic, and onion. I'm just gonna sprinkle some of that in. We're also gonna add 2 tablespoons of chopped pimentos. If you don't like pimentos, you can totally leave this part out. Then we're also gonna add about 4 tablespoons of milk. Then we're just gonna mix everything together. All right, that's mixed up. Let's grab our crescent rolls. All right, so I have 1 package of crescent rolls rolled out. You're gonna need 2 packages for this recipe. And basically, I'm just gonna pinch together the seams, but we want to actually use this in rectangles instead of triangles. We're gonna use, we're gonna use the package in 4ths. And again, this would totally be easier with the crescent roll sheets, and you could just cut it into 4. So next, we're just gonna bring over some of our chicken, place it right in the middle. Once you have some chicken in there, you're just gonna pull up all 4 corners to the center and give it a little twisty twist.
Oh, they look cute. There's like a little,
Yeah.
Oh, cheers.
It's fine. You can pinch up the sides if you want to, but you can leave it. It shouldn't really affect it too much. So I'm gonna do the same thing for all the rest of our crescent dough. All right, so I have all my little chicken pockets all made up, and they look so cute. Now I just have a couple tablespoons of butter. We're just gonna brush a little bit on the tops. And then next, I just have probably about a 1/2 cup of regular seasoned croutons over here. We're gonna crush these up, and then we're gonna use it for a topping on each one of our little chicken pockets. All right, we're just gonna sprinkle each one with these breadcrumbs. And I already have my oven preheated to 350. I'm gonna start with 10 minutes, and we'll go from there. But I'll have the recipe typed out below. I'll let y'all know how long it takes.
I bet it's 12.
Oh my goodness, y'all. These look and smell so good. I cannot wait to try them. All right, I'm gonna give it a try. The rest of the family has already tried it and said it's really, really good. It is really good. Oh my gosh, y'all. It is so buttery. Of course, because we have a whole stick of butter in there. That onion flavor is really good. If you don't like onion, leave that out. But it's soft, a little bit sweet, and then has the crunch on top with those breadcrumbs. So good. All right, y'all, I hope this video brought you some inspiration. Leave a little chicken emoji down there in the comments so I'll know that you stopped by on today's video. I would love to say hello to you. If you're in the mood for seconds today, I have some more videos right here on the screen for you. And don't forget, all my recipes are always linked down below or typed out or on my website. You can go and print them off, and I'll see y'all real soon in my next video. Bye, y'all.